Hey guys, how you doing? On this video here, I got a call from a guy, no heat call. He had a gas boiler, probably 16 years old, 15 years old, something like that. And it was an older unit. Went over there, had no heat call. The rollout switch down by the gas burners had tripped off. And it was a meltable link type of thing, so I had to put a new one on. But anyway, there was soot in the boiler, in the gas boiler, and I had to take it all apart. Now with a gas boiler, the only way you can really get the soot out of that is blow it out with compressed air. You can try to rod it like it's not like an oil boiler. Oil boiler, you can run your soot saw down there and clean it, but not with a gas boiler, because the way the little nipples are offset. That best way to do it is get a good compressor with a nice heavy duty high output air nozzle, and you gotta blow that shit out of there and clean it out, take all the jets out, all the burners out, clean them out good, and then get it going and find out why it's sooted. There's usually a reason why it's soot, so I go through all that. I got guys commenting on my other videos, they never see gas boilers so I see a lot of them. I see a lot of gas boilers that soot up. But anyway, we go over cleaning it, getting it back together, and I put my testo on there, and we make some adjustments on the gas valve. The gas valve was set, I think, at like 3.95, so I set it for 3.5, which we're all taught to do, and I was still high. I think I was climbing up to about 1,000 parts per million, so I adjusted the gas valve down. I had the air dampers open all the way, and 3.5 is a starting point. If the jets are big on a burner or something, you might have to run it at 2.5 or 275 to get your CO, your carbon monoxide levels where they need to be at acceptable levels. So I don't really always go by the 3.5. I go by whatever that meter tells me is complete combustion, it's low carbon monoxide. So that's what I'm going by. I might get some slack for it, but that's what I do. In the real world, things, 3.5 is starting point. But sometimes you have to make adjustments for the equipment you have and what you're working with. You can't leave it like that, But that's the deal. Watch the video and let me know what you think. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Down there at a no heat call. Yeah, I came here on a no heat call. And that thing was tripped out. Got the burners out. Got the boiler apart here. Little gas boiler. It's got some soot in there. I gotta take it all apart and vacuum it out. There's some soot happening in there. Clean it out good and get it going again. Not crazy dirty, but enough. I'll clean it out good and blow it out with my compressor. So there we go.
got new cable strips in there, and I'll put the unit back together. This is a 129C. I should have these in the truck. See, it's open, so it's no good. I got them in the truck. It's a common thing to roll out switch. It'll heat up to safety. I'll get this back together and then burners. I'll clean them burners with a brush and get them back together, and we'll fire it up, put the testo on it. Alright guys, in this drawer here I got a lot of special stuff I carry. Oh, I got some stuff down on the bottom down here for that. All kinds of stuff like that. This filing cabinet's really nice, I'll tell you. Surface igniter for a train. These universal ones, they're kind of okay, but a lot of things you can't use them on. They're too short, and they have a short glow, not a long glow, and there's different ones. A lot of the furnaces you have to put the proper igniter in, I found. I should have some of them in here. I'm going to clean out my truck. Got the universal zebra for the ECM motor. I got the regular zebra stack too. I know I got a bunch of those in here. I just gotta find them. I just gotta dig. Let me find them and I'll get back with you guys. Alright, I got a couple in the bag here. I know I had some. Let's see what we got there. It's a 1280. $144C. I think that one's gonna be okay. I think this one's a 128 or something like that. $120, 128C. So I think it should be good. That one's close. The rollout switch, if it heats up, it'll melt away. It's just a melt away thing. If it heats up, it melts away. Here we go. 129, 128C. That's what this one is. That's exactly what I needed. Hard to see. Yeah, okay, that's the exact replacement right there. This one here will take a little bit more heat to melt. So we'll put that one in. You guys, that's why I got the big truck. You know, that shit you might not use for 6 months, a year, but when you need it, it's in there. Stuff. I need a bigger truck, but that one's good. Right, back to work here. Now with the pilot. Oh, that's a flexible. That's what I like to use. I always like to check all the connections, make sure there's no gas leak there. That's looking okay. gas pilot stays on, we'll put this thing back together and we'll fire it up. Check it with the testo. Pilot was on, it was just a rollout switch melted. Yeah, the pilot's on. See it in there. Definitely fire up now. Run it for a little bit. I'll put my testo on here, see what's going on. Check the pressure on that first, see what we got there. Really high. Turn that down. We'll start at 3.5 and then we'll take it from there. I might even go low, I don't know. I'm not really too concerned about that right now. Concerned about the seal. Let it run for a little bit and then we'll check it. I checked it, it was like way up there before. Let it run, I might have to adjust the gas valve. I got them dampers open all the way. Dampers. She's starting to drop now. I just hit the gas valve, just in the gas valve. This thing comes back down. Yeah, she's starting to drop now. It's the seal. Pressure on the seal, that's what we're looking for. Crank that gas valve way down. She's down. I don't know what the pressure is, but it's low. So I'm looking those numbers there, and those numbers are looking good. Not too bad. Not looking too bad. 26, as long as it's steady. I'm looking for that. I'm gonna run for a bit. I'm thinking that's pretty good there. Not the best it's gonna get. I don't think it'll something like that. 22 parts done. I'm gonna check what the gas pressure is on that. Probably about, I bet you it's low. We're gonna see. Alright, I'm ready to go here. Let's see what our gas pressure is. That's what we're running at. 2.45. That's it. That's where I'm gonna leave it right there. I got good draft going up. That's what it's gonna get.